Hello everyone! If you, like myself, have ancestors in the Australian military, or you are from overseas and have Australian military ancestors in your tree, but you don't know where to start or look for records, we are going to guide you on where to look. So just keep watching to uncover the resources available. Before starting a search, try to gather as much evidence as you can. Ideally, this would include the full name, a date of birth, and if you can, the service number of the individual. Now, there are a few websites that have resources to try and find what you are looking for. And this is what we're going to show you today. Where you find these records will depend on when the person was in the forces. Anything after 1953 are held by the Defence Department, and they can be requested through the Service Records page on the Defence website. Before 1901, each Australian colony maintained its own military forces, so those records for those who served in these forces can be found in the appropriate state archives. First, we'll start off in Ancestry. We'll go up to search up the top, and they have a military section, so we'll just click on that and we'll put who we're looking for, and I'll click on that, and we'll put Australia and we'll go search, and that's exactly what I want, just there. So I'll go view, and it gives me his World War I record. But you can also search through the card catalogue here. Go Australia, and it has all the states, and it gives you a list of all the records, all the catalogue resources that they have. It's just one thing I wanted to show you is they have some portraits here. So you see the Queensland Australian World War I soldier portraits. If we click on that and then we click on this, just make it a bit smaller, and then you can go through all the portraits that they have. It's 28,000, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but you could go through and browse them. It's quite interesting. The next resource is Find My Past. This is mainly a British website, but it does have some Australian things in it. So we'll go up to search up the top, and we'll click on Armed Forces and Conflict, and on the left hand side you'll have a list of all the wars. So we'll try searching for a name. I'm looking for my great grandfather, so we'll put in his name. I'll put variants and his birth year. We'll try that, and 477 results. We'll see what happens, and it's the very top one because I know by the address there, and it's only a transcript, so it's not like Ancestry where it gives you the record. I know, but it tells you a bit. So it tells you his company, his battalion, the ship he left on, his enlistment date, his religion, he was married, his next of kin. That's wrong. It's Martha Jane, not Charlotte Jane. And his next of kin's address, that's correct. So that is what you get out of Find My Past. It tells you where they got this information from. It's from the embarkation roll. The next resource we have is the Australian War Memorial. So what we do is we go up to people and you can put a name, a service number or unit. We'll try name. And then you click on search. And down the bottom it gives you, it's 2 in World War One. It's got the embarkation roll and the nominal roll. We'll look at that first. There he is there. So we'll click on that and it gives you this image. It's down the bottom and it tells you when he joined, what he was when he joined, his age, and that's about it for that. We'll go back and look what the other thing said. Click on that. Alright, where is he on here? We'll go enlarge. Joseph Henry here, 208 Private. Joseph Henry, 3rd Battalion, joined, and the date he returned. One thing you can do while you're on the Australian War Memorial website is search the unit diaries or look for the unit itself, and they might have unit diaries. Now here's another resource. It's run by the Department of Veteran Affairs. You can search 3 wars: World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War. We'll go World War II first, and we'll search for my grandfather. And he was in the Air Force, so this is him. It only gives you a transcript, and it says his rank and what he was at discharge. You can print a certificate too, so if you go print certificate, it downloads, and this is what the certificate looks like, so you can print that and you can keep that. The next resource is the AIF Project. It is run by the Australian Defence Force Academy in Canberra. It only has the Great War, so we'll put in my great-grandfather. There we go. There it is. And it only has the transcript. And has all the same information on it, and it also tells you when he died and what cemetery he's in, so that's pretty good. Also, you will click on the unit name and see what happens, and it tells you everybody that was in that same unit, so that's pretty good. The next resource we have is called the Anzac Portal. If you go up to Veteran Research, it gives you a list of places that you can go to search for things, the websites that I've already shown you. It also tells you about the wars. So if you click on World War One, it'll tell you all about it. Next is the National Archives of Australia, which is one of my favourite ones. So you go on to record search, and then you put in a person, and you can just go search, and it gives you a whole list of things to search for. There is a couple here, and it's the top one. If it's got this little diagram here, that means that the document's already been digitized and you can view it. So you can just click on it and it gives you, bring that down a little bit so you can see, the document. And you can just go next. And there's 38 pages. You can view multiple pages. You can also download it by just clicking export PDF. Now if you're doing new search, you go new search, and I'll find my grandfather. Here he is here. Now that hasn't been digitized. So if you want to, you can order it. You view, you click on it and you view, and just click here and you can request a copy here. And you submit application. You need to register, and then you fill in all the details, and then they'll get back to you and how many pages, and then you pay, and then they'll send you a copy, and then they'll put it on the website because it's been digitized. Is the Defence Department page where you can request fairly recent records for people that are in the military. So you just click on here, and then it tells you what you need, your ID, and down the bottom it says who can request it, and you just click on either one of those. It gives you fact sheets there too also. The last resource I have is about honours and awards. You can apply for, if you're in the Defence Force and you haven't got your medals, you can apply for your own medals. You can apply for any replacement, and you can apply for your relatives' medals. If you believe a relative was not issued a service award or medal, you may lodge a claim through the Department of Defence, which this web page is. Replica medals can be purchased from their shop and worn on special ceremonial days like Anzac Day or Remembrance Day, and in recognition of any other military service. And if you're going to wear them, it's on the right hand side of the breast. Now if you served in the military, it goes on the left hand side if it's your medal. So all you got to do, if it's your relative, you click my relative's medals and you read the instructions and you just fill in the form down the bottom. Apply here, and you just fill in that form. You need to have all the information though. So do you think you'll be able to find your ancestors now? All the resources I've shown you, I've put the links in the description below for you to check out for yourselves. Let me know in the comments below how you went. If you have any questions about anything else as well, just leave a comment. And for more helpful tips, feel free to watch the linked videos or explore details providing in the description. And until next time, happy researching and goodbye.